Hello there, haunters. I'm in the evil garage. I'm going to show you. I don't think I got a final shot of the completed organization. Bam. I haven't had this much space in here in a while. And I even have the whole haunt section over there that I built, which you guys have seen. Which, you know, it's always cool to see it again, right? Bam. Oh yeah. There's the cat and the creepy little clown. Those are always creepy, right? And the drop panel. Claw feet hand boy. Anyway, so look at all that space. It's so awesome. And then I got this little guy. I had these tombstones and this skeleton and that skeleton in the house for a long time, so now they're even in here. And there's room for them. There wasn't room for them before. And then I got all those organized. Doesn't look too organized, but it is. And I showed you guys this one. I got this one from Midwest. Okay, guys, so, alright, it was really hot in the garage, so I'm in the house. Just an update on the Pico-Talk and working on this skull, the Lindberg skull. I, of course, have vlogged part of showing how to drill out the eyes, and a lot of people use the ping pong balls or these are already have the eye on it, which they're not very realistic, but just for now I'm just using them as a reference. So I still need to drill out some more, and that's what the eyes will look like when they're moving. Well, I've looked all over. I've been looking online and for a how-to on the eyes, on eye movement. There isn't anything that gives you really good detail, or there isn't anything that's not really complicated. So what I found, check this out. Alright, so there's the Lindberg skull. Well, I had this guy, and I forgot I had him, and I was looking at this, and I'm like, hey, this thing has movable eyes. So what I'm going to attempt to do is tear this guy apart, take the eye mechanism out, and see if it will fit in here. So let me tear this thing apart, and I will be right back. Alright, so here we are, we're inside, and looks like it's an up and down movement, which can easily be controlled by a servo for the left and right movement. There's a few screws in there, so I'm going to take these screws out, see if I can get this guy out of here. I got this thing all apart. I went and put batteries in this to see if it still worked, and it does. But this little motor spins at a really high RPM. It moves this little thingy, which moves this sprocket, which turns this thingy, which turns this sprocket. And then it slowly rotates this thing, like really slow. Not like a natural eye movement. And it's really cheesy. You know, I want like shifty eyes, which is what the Pico-Talk will do. So I'm going to, plus this motor, and this thing's too big to fit all in here. So I'm going to just chop this to where I think I might need it. And this little thing with this controller and this annoying little sound, it's got a little noise sensor which sets this off, and it spins this little motor. I can use this for something else. So I will figure out how I'm going to chop these eyes off, because I'm going to need to paint these bad boys to look more realistic. I don't want to actually replace the eyes. Of Of course, I mean, I guess I could just put a more realistic something on top of it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So, now I'm going to cut something here to figure out how I'm going to fit this in there. Actually, let me show you what this looks like. It actually looks pretty good. And they're a little too far back. That's what I'm saying. I need to cut it out a little more. But the eyes don't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all in there. Alright. Well, let's continue. Alright, so there they are. Oh, yeah. They still don't quite fit in there, so I'm going to have to take a little more stuff. They're really far back in the head. You can't really tell from here, but they're really far back. So I need to trim more in here, and then I could trim a little bit off of this as well. So, alright. Okay, people. I freaking got it to work. I had to cut this thing way down pretty far. I mean, this is all I really needed was the moving mechanism part from the toy. Okay? And I took a lot out. So much so that there's actually a hole here, which this used to be a solid skull. But if you read the tutorial for putting those eyes in there, even the eye kits, it tells you that you're going to have a hole here. From the front, you can't see it anyway. And especially when you put the eyes in there. But check this out. They fit in there really good now. Hey, what are you doing? Huh? What? Oh, yeah. Perfect, dude. Ooh, 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 ooh. So let's see if we can see the inside. So basically, I will attach this bad boy in there somehow, and my servo will basically move this guy up and down like that for the eye movement. And I'm good. And then I have the Pico-Talk, which is the jaw movement and the random eye movement. So I need to get both of the servos, figure out how to get both of the servos mounted in there. And I'm in business, brother. I'm so excited. I think that looks great. But this is as far as I'm going to get tonight. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. And I'm going to go watch The Hangover with my mom. She's watching it right now. And I'm jealous because she's in there watching it. Alright, guys. Stay scary. What are all those things that everybody says? Hellions. My minions. My everything-inions. And, of course, my very favorite. Oh, I messed it up. Hold on. Take 2. Get your haunt on.